morning live, and I'm tired. I am tired. I am tired, but I am getting it done. I'm gonna put this hour in and um, and get it done. Um, I should probably take this time to try to set up just a little bit. I was trying to get here for 9 o'clock, but let's wipe this off. Yes, but Hun just got home from work, and I was literally just trying to lay down. I didn't want to get up, period. Like, give me 1 second. Enjoy the birds, and I'll be right back, okay? Enjoy the birds. I'm back, guys. My apologies, I'm back. I just wanted to just take it easy this morning, and that's what I'm planning on doing. So, yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I showed up, guys, so I am here. As tired as I am, I said I am not going to call out. You know, I'm always trying to call out on a Saturday morning. Um, but especially this morning, Hun got home, and we were laying there, and I did not want to get up, okay? And one of my girlfriend texted me, and I was like, I should get up and go live. I should. So I said, let me just hurry up and get it together, put my hour in to say that I did it, and that's what I'm doing. So if this is your first time at my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Jolia, and this is Jolia's Legacy. This is my living diary for when I'm dead and gone. My children can have it to look back on. My husband can have it to look back on. So yes, this is the purpose of my channel. So if this is your first time, welcome here. My hopes is, because I do travel a lot, I can document some of those things, and the fact that I am planning to leave the United States eventually, that will be documented too. So it's like bringing you guys along on the journey. So yes, Tumbelina, good morning. Good morning, beautiful. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, so if this is your first time and you are not subscribed to my channel, I'm not going to tell you to subscribe, but I will tell you to go ahead and take a look to see if you like what you see, if you like the content. And if you do, then I will say thank you. Go ahead and subscribe, okay? But yes, hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Good Friday for us Christians was yesterday. And so I hope if you celebrate Good Friday, I hope you had a great one. And yes, and Easter for us, you know, tomorrow. So yeah, how is everyone doing this morning? I see 8 people in the chat. 8 people in the chat, and I thank you for stopping by. Even if you don't like, I thank you for being here. I am trying to get some, I have someone's here to do later on after this. So I might as well I got up and get started, right? And then spring break is next week. So I have some things to do for spring break. So yes, but I'll be off, so I'm gonna try to get stuff done around the house, okay? But yes, that's my plan. I do have some things to do around the house. What about you guys? What's the plans for spring break? What's the plans for spring break? Tambelina, do you have any plans for spring break? Or do you guys even have spring break over around this time? I know it's different times for everyone. And honestly, this is one of those days that if this live stay quiet, I'm okay with it. Okay? Um, because if you can hear the birds in the background, if you can hear the birds in the background, it's so beautiful. It's so peaceful. So I am okay if this live stay quiet today, this morning. I should have made my tea, but I was rushing, so I should have made my tea so that I could have my tea and do my live and have you guys just sit with me. But as I said, I was rushing, so I didn't get a chance to make tea or nothing. Okay, I just was like, oh my God, it's almost 9 o'clock. Let me get up and get this live done. But it's so peaceful outside. You can hear the birds. So I could sit here in total silence if I needed to. But yes, I'm going to show up for this 1 hour and get this live done, okay? We show up for work for everybody else, Monday through Fridays or whenever our work day or work schedule is. Um, so I'm showing up for me and I'm getting this live done, yes. Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning. I'm trying to make, I'm trying to multitask right now. I had something to get done and as I said, the birds in the background chirping just makes this peaceful. Give me a moment to get it done. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, tell a thug. It's almost night. It's almost night for you. I understand. I understand. You get you some almost. It's morning for me. Where are you watching me from? It is where I am right now. I don't have my watch on, but my laptop shit. It's about nine something. It's around 9:08, somewhere around there. And I was just saying how I rushed to get up to get this live done because I try to go live at 9 o'clock every morning, every Saturday morning. And in Europe, nice. That's why I like this platform also. There's so many people from all over the world. And it's just great that we can use this platform to come together. That is a blessing. Listen, you get your rest, okay? Don't stay up and hanging with me because get your rest. Our rest is needed. Our rest is needed. I so appreciate you even just clicking on my live and stopping by. Hopefully, I'll see you again. Yes. And do you have a channel? If you have a channel, I'll go over and check you out also to see what's the content that you're putting out there. Yeah, absolutely. But don't let me keep you up because I don't have. Oh, thank you. Have a nice. Oh, you are more than welcome. Don't let me keep you up. You go ahead and you get your rest. No, sadly, I don't. Why not? I believe YouTube is big enough for all of us. I believe that we all have a story and no one could tell that story like you can. So maybe it's something to think about. So yeah. Susanna, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for stopping by. I was saying before that this literally was not going to happen. I was laying down because I try to go live, Susanna, at 9 o'clock every Saturday, and I'm trying to be consistent. And I was laying down, and hubby's on graveyard, so he just got in this morning, and he put his arm around me and was knocked out, and I did not want to move. I felt like laying there for all day, but I got up and I decided to get up and get it done. So that's why I'm here. I said, nope, I gotta knock it out. No salad. Okay, you have a great one. Have a great one. Have a great one. Susanna, where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? It's so great when I see new people. It's like always like intriguing to find out where, because I have a community on YouTube, and most of them is either in Asia, or they are in Jamaica because I was born there. Um, and of course I do have some people from home because I am in the United States. So yeah, it's just really cool to find out where everyone is watching me from. Indiana. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so you are here in the. All right. Well, I thank you so much for stopping by. I have nothing really planned today for this live. I'm just going to. I said honestly, if I could sit out here and enjoy these birds while they're chirping, while they're singing, and I should have made some tea. I should have made some tea, Susanna. Um, um, I'm just gonna do that. If I could just sit here and listen to these birds singing, why not? And just get my hour in. Now, Susanna, do you have a channel? I absolutely do. I absolutely do. I am a Christian. I love the Lord Jesus Christ with all my heart. I do believe that he, that's why I celebrate Good Friday. I do believe that he died on the cross. He rose again. Yes, just for me, just for you, just for all of us. But I do know that we are on this platform, and I do meet people of different faith. So I am respectful to those of different faith, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to acknowledge and stand on what I believe in. So yes, I definitely. Good morning, RN2 CEO. Hi, my dear. Good morning. I was telling them before that I literally did not want to show up this morning. I just wanted to lay in bed, and I said, let me get up and get this hour in. Let me get up and get this hour in. And I'm trying to multitask, but I think I'll do this later. I'm not being productive. But yes, and the question was asked that do I go to church? And I said I absolutely do. I don't go every Sunday, um, but feel free to ask any questions that you like. I don't go every Sunday, but I do go to church. But I do believe the Lord lives right here. But I also do know the Word of God, and He said, "Do not forget that the assembly." So I try to make it whenever I can. Yes. But as I said, this platform I have so many people of so many different faith on this platform that I have to use wisdom. But in using wisdom, I am not going to put my faith on the back burner. I could be respectful to what your beliefs are. I could be respectful to whatever your sexual preferences. I could be respectful to all of that, but I could still stand and let you know, yes, although you do believe that, although that is your preference, no, what I stand on is the Lord Jesus Christ. That is who I believe in. What I believe in is that a husband and a wife, it takes a man and a woman, so although that is of my faith and of my belief, I will be respectful to your faith and your belief, but I still have to stand on the fact that that is what I believe in. Yes, so that will not be compromised for YouTube or for anyone else. Okay. Yes. Peter Carter's A Bible Basher. Okay, I don't know what that means, but you can elaborate. I'm willing to entertain that, but I don't know what that means. If you can just entertain, if you can just elaborate on what that means. But yes, and that's one thing I've noticed, and I always ask that question. A person of faith. Why are you one eye? I lost that eye. That's if you've apparently you're new to my channel. So part of my channel is the fact that I am blind in one eye. I lost it when I was 6 years old. And I kind of used this as a means. It guided my career path. So that is the field that I am in. I'm in vision care technology. And I use this platform to uplift people with self-esteem issues. I also use it to encourage others to let them know that beauty is more than just the outward. It is also on the inward, it's the heart. So, yes, I welcome those questions. I lost it when I was 6 years old. And no, I had the opportunity to have a fake eye. I actually had an ocularist that made me a fake eye to look just like this one. And I did not wear it because I did not feel comfortable. I am very natural, if you can see. I don't do weave. I don't do, fake nails. I don't do makeup and stuff like that. So um, I did not feel comfortable with the fake eye. So I just stayed the way I am, and I have accepted me for who I am. And that's it. Yeah. Great, Jen. Actually, you are pretty. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I do believe, great, Jen, that beauty comes from inward. We all are beautiful in our own ways. And it just takes a bad personality, a person with a nasty attitude to really look ugly. You'll meet some people and they are so beautiful on the outward, but they are so nasty on the inward. And it just makes them look so disgusting. But no, that's the purpose. And that's one of the reasons why I created this channel. I created this channel because of the simple fact that I have met people that are just so beautiful, and because they are, their self-esteem is low, they really, really struggle with who they see when they look in that mirror. When I look in that mirror, I don't struggle with who I see. I am very confident um, in the person that I am. I believe I am beautifully and fearfully and wonderfully made, and that's why I come here to encourage others that they can definitely tap in, tap into who they are, tap into who they are. But yes, I thank you for asking that question. I get it a lot. I get it a lot being on this channel, and I'm not worried about it. It opens up conversations. It opens up conversations. But yes, as I was saying before, I am just here. I'm going to try to get some stuff done. I need to get some stuff done. I need to get some stuff done. Yes, but good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I knew I should have stayed in my bed, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I'm going to get this hour out the way. And I do have someone's here to do a little bit later. So I'll get that done also. And then this week I celebrated my son's birthday. So that was birthdays for us comes from, we start in March. So we go to March, April, May. We get a break in June, and then we're back at it in July. So those months are cramped for us. And then Hun and I anniversaries in August. So April, May, June is a little break. July, another birthday. August, then we're celebrating our anniversary. It's usually very busy. So I have so many things to get out on this channel, but I am just like, oh my God, I need time to edit. I need time to sit down and actually put it out there. So yes, it's gonna happen when it happens. I'm not worried about it. I just know I need to do a series called "At Some Point Somewhere." It's in my phone. I'm putting it on your screen. So I just need to I need to get it together. At some point somewhere, it's in my phone. I'm getting it out. Okay, so just because I'm not gonna get the edits out in time for me to be like, oh, this was last week, you know. I don't know, the people that do that, they are really great. They have really great time management. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna enjoy listening to the birds and get my hour in. Anyone that shows up, I'll be here. Oh, Susanna, you're still here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. R, I didn't even see that you're still here, RN, because it shows that there's no one here. So that's why I still continue to talk because this thing never accurately tells me what's what. Because it shows that there's no one here. So I'm still going on rambling just because I'm live. But yes, I do have a lot of videos in my phone that I have not yet touched. But listen, it is hard. I don't know. Hats off to everyone that is successfully navigating a schedule and keeping up with it. Okay, because I am struggling when it comes on to that. I am struggling, okay? It's between work, being a mom, being a wife. It's a lot. My daughter does softball, so I get sometimes I have to leave work early to get her to softball, depending on what Hun's schedule is. And then, I try to meal prep on Sundays. So on Sundays, I'm cooking a big meal to make sure that dinner for the week is already there. Just because by the time I get off, I'm tired. I'm not cooking. I don't even have time to cook. So have you thought about doing a podcast? You have a great voice. Oh, no, I have not. I have not. And honestly, thank you, RN. You have a great voice. You have the radio voice. You do. You have the radio voice. I always say that. Like, I think when I first met your channel, I was like, oh my God, was this lady on a radio station? Because she has a radio voice. And I was kind of looking and searching to just hear you say, yes, I've done radio before. I was just like, yeah, you have a beautiful voice. But no, I haven't thought of a podcast. To be honest, I don't have social media. I started an Instagram after starting YouTube because of the simple fact that I had people that was trying to communicate with me. And apparently it was just hard to just keep up with my emails. So I started an Instagram literally just to do the messaging thing. Um, and that's it. Hey, again, I was wondering what happened to your eye. Give me 1 second. I'll get to that because I don't want to lose my train of thought. I am going through premenopause. So sometimes I would start to talk, and in the midst of it, if I would lose my train of thoughts if I don't continue through. If you know, you know. If you don't, I mean, but yes. So, see, just like that. Oh my God. Just like that, I forgot my train of thought. Yes, but I don't have any social media. I have Instagram. And so I created this YouTube channel to be the whole diary, for when I'm dead and gone for my children, that. And just basically kind of reach young people, talk to people about self-esteem because I'm blind in the one eye. And I've encountered so many people that have low self-esteem, like on a daily basis. And I mean, these people are gorgeous, beautiful people. And I'm like, how are you here with low self-esteem? Like, when do you look at yourself in the mirror? And then the fact that I'm trying to transition from the United States, um, to move. Um, that was a pretty bird. I peeped it. Um, that's part of it too. So that's why I started it. So no, I did have Facebook a while back. Like I had Facebook like back in the 90s, in the 2000s. Okay. And then I got rid of it, I think around 13 years ago because it was just like it was pointless. So, yeah, I really don't, maybe after I have built this platform, RN2CEO, after I've built this platform, um, I'll move on to probably something else and maybe a podcast in the future. But for right now, it's strictly YouTube because I'm just having a hard time even managing YouTube by itself. Now, for my I'm pretty sure I'm saying your name incorrect, but I know gang is on the two gang. Tell two gang is for your question. I am blind in that right eye. I lost that eye. This is my eye because I never got it replaced. I never had it removed. I don't know. I could come a little closer. Hold on. You can see. Hold on. I don't know if you can see. There you go. There you go. So that is my eye. Um, I lost it at 6 years old while I was living in Jamaica. Um, and I've been blind in that eye ever since. So, yes, that's what happened to it. And it has been a blessing. All things work together for good for them that love the Lord. Okay, so it has worked out to be a blessing because it has guided my career path. And as I said, I use it to encourage other people because it's always an conversation piece. What happened to your eye? So, yes, so it opens up conversations to definitely inspire others and encourage others. So that answer your question. Yes, radio. I know it. I was like, let me tell you, I kept searching through your videos, the ones that I can, because I'm not a member to anyone's channel yet, and I know that you do the membership, but I'm not a member to anyone's channel yet. And I was searching through through your platform, just trying to find, like, I know she had to be on radio before with a voice like this. And when I finally found it, I was like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You definitely have the voice for it. You do, you do, you do, you do. And you are a beautiful person inside and out. I love some of your missions, and I know that's just some of them because, as you said, we haven't had chance to put out everything on this platform. We do what we can with the time that we can. So, yes, you just keep on going, girl. I sometimes do short audio lives with an image up, so no need to show my face. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that, and it looks like so. I am not really good, RN, with the AI and putting the whole, and I know I can do it with just like live objects, but I'm not really good with the AI. And I just feel like I am a personable, like, just like you're a personable person, but I like the one on one. I like being in real time. I like you actually seeing me, so you can see my facial expressions. You get that vibe with people when you see them. Like, to be honest with you, and this is just me and my preference, like if I go on someone's live and they're not present, I leave. If it's someone that I know, like, and I'm trying to support their channel, I will double tap the screen and I'll probably stick around just for a few, but it's not going to keep me there because I am that personal. I like that interaction. And I see some people do that night live, that silent live that you stop in and you just, I guess, you got water running or something, but I guess just to get the watch hours. And honestly, I'm not that like, not desperate. Desperate is not the word. I am not there yet to say that I am willing to go to those extremes to get the watch hours or the subscribers. Yeah. Hello. Oh, hi, Marina. Hey, beautiful. Hey, hey, happy Saturday to you. Happy Good Friday yesterday, right? Yes. So I'm just here. Literally, this has turned into like some questions because the what, Lord Jesus, help me, Lord, help me. Some of the people that have come on this morning have been asking me questions, and Marina, I started thinking about you. I was like, "What is this a question and answer live?" I'm not trying to do that. I will answer if I can, but I'm not trying to do that. No, but it's the same question I always get: What happened to your eye? So I like to always get into that just to let them know, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I love Clubhouse. It's an audio app. Video was hard for me. Okay, it is so much out there, RN. I don't even know. I haven't gotten into the AI thing. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get into the AI thing. I think what you see on my channel right now is what it's gonna be. I mean, honestly, it's gonna be me. And if it's not in real time, having real conversations, you're not gonna get it, you know. So you will never come over here and see a candle just burning, and it's like, you know, because that's just me. That's how I want my channel to be. But yeah, I will check out that. I thanks for sharing that app, Clubhouse. It's an audio app. I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I definitely want to evolve, but as I said, I am that person that if I go to your channel and you're not present, like present, you know, I won't stick around. It's just certain vibes. You got to feel certain vibes. You know what I mean? And I'm a person to person. I like the interaction. So, yeah, but I would definitely check that Clubhouse audio app out. I know there's a few that someone was telling me about. I downloaded it, haven't had a chance to open it up to look at it yet. That will help you to do like your thumbnails and stuff like that. Girl, I'm just here. I literally am just here. I have not figured out this YouTube thing yet. I've heard, like, I've been getting people telling me, oh, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. And I so appreciate it. But sometimes it could be so overwhelming. Like, I don't even know what to believe if you're watching somebody's video and you need to at least watch it for 8 minutes. I just try to watch all their videos. Suppose their video is not 8 minutes long. You know, it's like, I don't even put out, most of my videos I put out is not even 8 minutes long. I think I recently tried to do one, my juicing video, which was like 10 minutes. Um, and then I hear, oh, you know, if someone subscribed to you, make sure you wait 10 or 24 hours to subscribe back to them. I've heard oh, if you're watching somebody's playlist, not to say that you're watching their playlist. I don't know what to believe right now. I'm like, at this point, I'm just showing up on YouTube, creating videos, putting them out, and supporting others the best way I know how to. Okay, so that's it. I love your lives. You have great editing skill. More videos, please. Well, thank you, RN. And man, I wish I could get them videos out, but I'm telling you. So this is a secret, okay? By 8:30, my alarm goes off to go to bed. By 9 o'clock, that's the last alarm. So if whatever I don't get done by 8:30, I'm in the bed. Okay, I am ready to go to bed. My sleep is important. I need my rest, okay? Because I get up in the morning at 7 o'clock because I got to be at work for 8 o'clock. Thank God my job is 15 minutes away. So, with that being said, most people's telling me, oh, well, just stay up later and get it done. No, I need my rest. I need my rest. Did you hear that I'm going through premenopause? I need my rest. um, do you and learn from for yourself. And that's Morena, that's honestly, yes, I'm with that. Just watch the That's what I'm saying, Morena. It's just so much to this YouTube thing that I feel like if I listen to everyone, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. And I'm not trying to go crazy, okay? All I'm trying to do is build a community so that I could effectively deliver what thus saith the Lord, and then yeah, and leave this legacy behind for my children and my children children, you know. Yeah, so I mean, that's what I'm trying to do, and in the midst of it, I just want to support others that are supporting me, reciprocate, you know, some support. So yeah, I'm that's gonna exactly what I'm gonna do, Marina. I'm gonna do me. I'm going to continue to be my authentic self. I'm going to continue to show up as Jolia because that's who I am. I don't know how to be anybody else. And I will support those that support me and continue pushing, pushing. Yep. And hopefully one day, you know, I give myself 7 years with this channel, guys. So RN, I know you know that I'm eventually trying to move. And I don't know, Marina, if you know that also, but eventually my goal is to leave the United States. This ain't it for me, you know. I came, I saw, I conquer. It's time to move on. So this ain't it for me, and I have my eyes on a few places. Originally, it was Bali. The plan was to move to Bali, and I like Ubud because it's not like really as crowded, but the traffic there is crazy. No matter where you are in Bali, the traffic is just crazy. So we decided I said, I can't do the traffic. And peace is important to me. Then I was looking at San Ignacio in Belize, and I love San Ignacio. I love Belize, but and the US dollar, it's like a 2-for-1 US dollar ratio. So I definitely was gonna look there. And then but now it's, I think I'm leaning more towards Thailand. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I have 7 years to figure it out. And why I give myself it 7 years is because my baby girl, she's about to be 12 in May. And Hun and I sat down and discussed that. What does transitioning look like leaving the United States? And we want to make sure all the kids are off in college and settled and situated before leaving. And so right now we're just doing the prep work. We bought some land around 4 years ago, and in hopes that if they want to build on it, we're probably going to go ahead and build some small homes on 1 or 2 acres, just for the kids. Always going to have something that's going to make them bring in some money. And then of course, right now we just use it for four-wheel ride because we live in the South. So we just use it for four-wheel riding, and we go shooting because I love to shoot now. Okay, all right, I love to shoot. I married a Southern man. That was the first thing he taught me, is how to shoot. And and then by then, hopefully this house will be paid off for by then. So then they'll be good. So we're not leaving until our kids are good. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see the chat going, and before, let me just go in. Yes, because YouTube is over. It can be. And Marina, it's not gonna exhaust me. It's not gonna burn me out. Okay, I'm gonna do what I feel like is right, and then leave the rest to the Lord. Yes. Aren't agreed. I love Bali. Yeah, Bali is so. I was such at. I was drinking coconut water morning, noon, and night. You hear me? I was at peace. When I tell you, it was, listen, yeah, so I like that. My peace means everything to me. Whenever I lay down at night, if I'm not at peace, like I'm telling you, I can't sleep. And I love my rest. 8:30 bedtime, okay? Oh, hi, Mommy Gay. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. I appreciate you, Mommy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. RN says Thailand. Yes, I would love. Hyen in Thailand is beautiful, and a lot of the only thing is that to move to these places, a lot of people don't realize that you have to be making American money, because when you're making American money and you go over there, if you have retirement, investments, and you go to these places, that money will go a long way. Now, if you go over there without anything, um, yeah, probably would end up coming right back. Yeah, but you have to have like some investments. You're gonna have to have American money to fall back on in order to make it over there. I actually have some people that I work with here in the United States, but they live in Thailand. Yes, so they do our billings, they do our accountants, our billing and codings. So yeah, so they actually live there, but they are making American income, and that's the key. If you can find a job that allows you to make U.S. money while being abroad, even better, even better. I knew it. Aaron, you knew what? You knew what? Netherlands or Costa Rica? I like the Netherlands. I like Amsterdam. When we went, it was nice. I like Now I've never been to Costa Rica. I don't know why. Every time we thought about going to Costa Rica, something happened. We choose to go somewhere else. But I have been to the Netherlands, and I did love Amsterdam. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I might need to check Costa Rica out. We have 7 years, so nothing is in stone. Nothing is in stone. That's awesome. Thank you, Miss Gay. Thank you, Mommy. The scenery is nice. Thank you. That's the backyard. This is where I come, and I would drink my tea, I would drink my coffee, and just relax. And this morning was one of those mornings that I didn't feel like getting up, but I was like, let me hurry up and do this live. So yes. Hello, hi Savannah, Lexi fan. Hi Savannah, so good to have you here. How is the weather at that? It is beautiful. The weather in Georgia is beautiful. Now, it's we do experience a little bit of the four seasons. It do get a little cold every now and then, but cold to me is if it hits 60 degrees, that's cold, okay? But it sometimes go down to 50 and 40. We very rarely saw snow, which when I moved here, I kept bragging on the fact that we don't get snow. We don't get snow. How about as soon as I started saying that, bam, my God showed up and was like, let me just give you a little sprinkle. I was like, oh, no, you didn't. So we did get snow. I've been here for 12 years. And for the 12 years that I've been here, actually, is this the longest? I think I've been here the longest. This the state that I've been the longest. For the 12 years that I've been here, we've experienced snow 3 times. 3 times. Yeah. So hi, Savannah. I'm so glad you joined. Thank you for coming in. Look at this. See this. I see you. I acknowledge you. But yes, mommy. So yes, it is. We did get snow, but no. I like it here. It's doable, and it's honestly, I I think Georgia has been the one place that I have been the longest. I'm trying to think. So I was in Jamaica for 10 years, and after 10 years, I transitioned and I went to New York. And then in New York, I stayed there for another 10 because I left right after college. In the midst of college, I changed schools to Philadelphia, and I left and went to Philadelphia. So yes, Georgia has been the one state that I have stayed the longest. Here, look, I'm writing this. Okay, Savannah, I am seeing you and I'm acknowledging you. Okay, so I'm not understanding what it is that you want me to see because you're saying, look at this, see this, but I don't see anything. But yes, so that's the plans. I'm gonna do Costa Rica, RN. I think I'm gonna put it on the list again because it was on the list and I just never. But I think Costa Rica might be expensive when as far as cost of living. You see, one of the things that was very important to me, what's happening? What is happening, Savannah? What's happening? One of the things that's important to me, RN, is that wherever I move, Marina, wherever I move, is I have to make sure that the crime rate, number one, is what's important. So the crime rate got to be low, okay? And Bali crime rate it was very, very low. Um, San Ignacio in Belize, the crime rate is very low. Um, and then Thailand, the crime rate is very low. What they're mostly known for is petty theft. Like, they're breaking your cars and they'll take whatever, just basically trying to make ends meet. So the crime rate is what's number one importance to me. And then number two importance to me is to make sure that the cost of living is affordable. Yeah, so that's my goal. Hopefully, I keep you guys along this journey and see what happens, see what happens. But what's happening, Savannah? What is going on, baby? I know you're from Lexi Channel, so if you're from Lexi Channel, you're one of her babies. So what's going on? But yes, how did everyone enjoy their Good Friday? I do know that we do have some people on here of Christian faith. So how did you enjoy your Good Friday? Yeah. Now, I love the land of the healing vegetations. Got it. Got it. No, I haven't been to Panama either. And Panama, I did research Panama, and that is also a very I think what got me with Panama is that of course the Spanish speaking. And then, although they do speak English, I did research that. But I did look up an island in Panama, RN. Would you believe it? Because they were selling islands for like under $1 million. It was like 990 something thousand. And I'm like, wait, I could get my own island, dream big. Why not, right? Dream big. Why not? So I was like, wait, I could get my own island for what? Yes, why not? It was good. I stayed home, rest, and eat bun and fish. Yes. I ate my bun and cheese early, Miss Gay. I went to while I was in Georgia, in northern Georgia, I bought a big spice bun because where I am in Brunswick, um, we don't really have a lot of ethnic stores, so I can't really put hands on those things. So I only get those things if I go into like Jacksonville, if I go into Florida, or I was where I was, which was in Atlanta. So I just went ahead and bought some spiced bun and some cheese. And let me tell you, that bun and cheese did not last for no Good Friday, okay? I was cutting a piece of it every morning with a piece of cheese and drinking it with my mint tea to go to work. So every morning I was cutting it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave this piece for Good Friday. And before I know it, the bun and cheese didn't last. It didn't last, not one, it didn't last. But I'm glad it was good for you. I'm glad it was good. I gotta look into Panama a little bit more. I still have, there's a list of places that we haven't visited. And of course, I would love to see the world, but one day at a time, right? One day at a time. There's lots of places that's on the list that, but there's lots of places that I was blessed, I was able to see. So with that being said, I count my blessings, name them one by one. Yes, I count my blessings. Y'all know that song because RN, I know you got some old soul in ya. And Mama Gay, I know you know that song. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. And you'll be surprised to see what God has done. Yes, that's one of my songs. It's early. I don't got no singing voice, but listen, it's coming from the heart. Let me see you. I miss it. I miss it. RN laughing at me. Hey, Delicious. Hey, sis. Hey, my girl, Delicious. If y'all have not checked out Delicious channel, please connect with Delicious. Hold on. I'm going to make you a mod. I remember every time it's time to do a mod thing, I totally forgot. I have to start all over. Hold on, add as moderator. So I just made Delicious blue, hopefully. She should be blue. Coming, yeah. But Delicious, maybe tell you, she'd be throwing down. If I was her neighbor, I'll be gaining weight. Okay, this girl stay making everything from scratch. Cookies, dumplings, like mealing the flour, literally making the cutting them up, like the soap, everything from scratch. Like, girl, she have the time. Can I have some of your time? I would love some of your time to make some things happen. Because if I had time, I would probably get some of those stuff. I could probably do some homemade. But how do you get the time, Delicious? Hi, mommy. Yes, she laughing because mommy, you know that song. Allison, good morning. Good morning, sis. Hey, Allie. How are you doing, boo? RN says Japan was nice, but felt a little invisible there. Very polite. And now, did you leave Bali and go to Japan because they're so close? And the flight from Bali to, if you're going to, like, we went to Singapore. When you're leaving from those, because they're already over there, the flights are so cheap, like. So, did you get a chance, being so close, in Japan? Did you get to go to Singapore and all these other area, or how many time were you working with? Because for me, I know it's a time situation for me. Once I'm over there, I can only do so much because of the time that I have. I have to come back to the kids and work, stuff like that. But yeah, the flights, if you're ever in like Asia, guys, just a little gem for you. If you decide to book a trip to Asia, um, make sure that you get to explore some of the places as like Japan, Singapore, the Netherlands, Thailand, like because they're all right there. Like the tickets to leave from those places just to go to their sister, it's like us being here in the United States and booking a ticket to go to Atlanta, or go booking a ticket to go to New York, or so just to let you know, all right, for future reference. They are very polite, though. They are. And Allison is saying good morning to everyone in the chat. Let me catch up from one little piece to another little piece, and it's done. Oh, it's done. The bun done. The bun and cheese done. I didn't have no bun and cheese for Good Friday. Thank you, sis. Delicious, you are more than welcome, my dear. You are more than welcome. It has been a pleasure watching your content. Although I'm trying to stay away from sugar, and for some reason, every time I watch your cookies and all of that, I feel like I need a cookie, or something sweet. But everyone is talking. Yes, I know. I know you know that song. I would have been knocking like, hey, I smell it. I smell it. Everyone is saying, Ren, wow, that's awesome. She multitasking. No, at different times. Okay, but that's expensive, RN. If you're always leaving from the U.S. or where to go to, unless are you a travel nurse? Because I know that. So then that will make sense. But no, because for me that would be that would be costly if every time that's why I plan smart, because if I have to book a ticket from here to go to the Netherlands and then book a ticket from here to go to Singapore, then book a ticket to go to Bali, that thing adds up. But when you do it like, and sometimes you get lucky with those, you get those ones with those long layovers that you could spend 2 or 3 days. Yeah, so sometimes the cheap tickets will give you a little 2 or 3 days layover somewhere, yeah. Um, Persian version. Welcome. Let's see what you said. I wish wouldn't travel. It is embarrassing. Okay, don't understand what you mean by that, but if you want to elaborate, I'm definitely willing to entertain your comment. I wish wouldn't travel. It is embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. So if you can elaborate, I'll be able to respond better to that. I don't want to respond prematurely and misunderstand what you're trying to say. I would love to Asia one day. Yes, it's so beautiful and peaceful and peaceful. You should put it on your list. Make that bucket list, guys. My daughter and me have a small salon and I work by appointment. That gives me time. That's it. Now, honestly, I thought of now if I was supposed to, because I do locks on the side. So of course everyone know vision care is what I do during the day. Okay, that's my 8 to 5. Okay, that's my passion. So I would never. I feel like I would never give it up, but I also feel like it is restricting me with my time because I'm given those hours, whatever the company is that I'm working for, I'm giving them my hours, so it restricts my time. But when I'm doing here, and I make good money for doing for doing here, it's like, but I just really just find it so hard to just, uh, you know, so I try to do both. I'll do someone's hair probably like I do one after work. Like probably I'll book probably 2 for the week or 3 for the week. I had 3 this week because everybody's trying to get ready to go for church for Easter Sunday. So I booked 3 this week after work. And I have one today after this live. And but yeah, it can make some really good money and you manage your time. Yeah, because I mean I tried it out just for a little bit when we was doing our shutdown. We did our whole I was doing just like 2 appointments a day, making whatever I need to make, and then I have the rest of the time for myself. But I also do have, the only reason I don't book on it is because I have carpal tunnel in my hands, delicious. So these hands, I don't know when they be wanting to go out. Sometimes it like lock up on me, so but that makes sense. That makes sense to me. That's great, delicious, everybody. Bun and cheese is done and sad. We will not be buying anymore. No, man. If I should have bought 2 boxes. I underestimated my eating abilities. I underestimated my eating abilities, and I bought 1 box. And I should have bought 2 boxes. But let me tell you, I was cutting away on that bun and cheese every morning. Man, that's something done. It's done. I travel for business and stay in one country and stay at a different location. Makes sense. See, for me, it's more so, it's just a leisure. We're just doing it, like, family vacations. And traveling with a family of 6 is very expensive. Yes, so like we'll be in St. Thomas and Puerto Rico in May. But that one we're going on a cruise. So and it's all of us, you know what I mean? So it becomes it adds up. It adds up. But no, I figured it makes sense now, RN. Sis, I stay busy. Delish, I just need some of your time. But no, I do contemplate every now and then, like, hey, you want to give it up? Maybe just go part-time work, probably 2 days a week, and, do your own thing the rest. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I got 7 years to figure it out. 7 years. That's the magic number. Girl, what happened to your eye? I am blind in that right eye. Yes, yes, yes. That's what happened to that eye. I lost it when I was 6 years old. Crunchy paws. Country pie. I want to cuddle. I want cuddles. Okay, sending cuddles your way. We all need hugs every now and then. Sending cuddles your way. Yes, sis. Your hands are creative. Thank you. I did put some of my work on YouTube also, just because it's a part of me, and what I said this video is, this YouTube channel is to show a little bit of all of me, my family, my friends, what I do during the day, on the side, what I love to do, so it's just about, that's why the niche is going to be hard to, is anyone else struggling trying to find a niche? Because my niche to me is me. My niche is me, and with it being me, um, it's a lot to cover. I cover locks. I cover self-esteem. I cover natural beauty. I cover faith, because all of that is a part of me. I cover being a wife. I cover being a mother. I cover being a friend. I can't find a niche because my niche is me. But everyone is telling me I gotta choose something. I gotta choose one. I gotta choose one. I'm like, I'm in Ohio, sis. Girl, you too far for me to come knock on your door every day. I'm in Georgia. My really good friend, God rest her soul, Pam, she was from Ohio. I made a video about her. Dags brought her up, and I'm about to get all emotional. But yeah, my really good friend Pam, she was from Ohio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. If you have a business, your travel can be a business expense, especially if you are viewing real estate. Yes, and I'm not in that. I'm not in that when it comes down to business. I honestly need to get to it though, because you're not the first one. You're dropping gems, because you're not the first one that have mentioned this to me, and the fact that I'm hearing it again might make me really need to take time and set that business up, if you know what I mean. Yes. So I might have to write some goals on my chart board of stuff that I need to get done. Um, yeah, which is so nice. Call in one, call in one on one, call in one on all niche. That's right. I'm all of them. All of them. I think I got you. I think I understand what you're saying. Call in one on all niche, like meaning me, all niche right here, right? I think that's what you're saying, Delicious. Okay, really get business savvy and it will blow your mind. I know, I really need, and the thing is that, which I need to stop making excuses, RN, because I keep saying I don't have the time, but I'm making the time to build somebody else's business, right? I'm making the time to really um, help these people to build their brand. I need to make the time to invest to build my own brand so that I can have that time freedom, that financial freedom, to be able to do what I want when I want it without saying I'm tired, I don't have enough time. That is going to be my goal. Honestly, I'm going to sit down and see how that looks. I'm going to sit down and see how that looks and try to figure it out. But that is real. We have to invest in us. We do, Allison. We have to invest in us, because at the end of the day, if we don't invest in us, nobody else will. right? If we don't invest in us, nobody, and all of us have a business that we can do. I mean, honestly, Delicious, like, even just with her salon or throwing down with her natural, I mean, she says she don't sell her soaps and stuff like that, but I would buy her soap, okay? Because I don't want to take the time to make it. Let's chat if you ever need a coach. Girl, I will hit you up. You have an email, so I will send you an email. As I said, um, I know a lot of people have memberships already on their platform. I have not joined any one member yet because I really don't even know what it's all about. It's one more thing that I have on my list to look into. But eventually, and then plus I'm still trying to grow my channel. So it's, it's like, so I haven't joined any one membership yet, but it's coming slowly. Hey, mama. Oh, you're up. I thought you were sleeping. I thought everyone is sleeping. Hi, beautiful. Good morning. But yes, I would definitely hold you to that. I would definitely hold you to that, RN. I would send you an email when the time is right, because I have some books that I have written that is still sitting there to publish. I have some game cards that I have worked on all the prototype there. And it's the card game is really just for married couples though. It's for like couples that are in relationship, that is basically, it's teaching them how to pray for one another. So you'll take the card and it just brings you a little bit closer to God and to each other. So I have that. I have a cute few things. I got a little poetry book because I love poetry. Um, so I do have a few things that I can really work on. It's just that once again, the time. Demi, hey, beautiful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You caught me towards the end, but I'm so glad you stopped by. How are you? Thank you. Yes, happy belated birthday to my son. Felicia says, that's good, sis. Very nice. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, he turned 18, and that is my baby. The first video I made for him, of course, because it had a lot of baby pictures in there, the comments was turned off. But the second one, I was able to take out the baby pictures and just do some videos, like a little short to highlight the main one. And we were able to send happy birthday greetings to him. But yes, he is such an awesome son. When I tell you, he's been amazing and he has done his part. I tell all my kids, like, listen, your job is school. They're not allowed to work until they're 16 years old. Okay, so I want them to focus on their education, get it down pat, figure out what's what, and then when they reach 16, if they maintain their AB honor roll, then I allow them to get a job. And then they also get their cars at 16 if they uphold their parts of the bargain. So that's what we did with all of them. When they turned 16, they got their cars because they maintained their AB honor roll. And then you were able to get a little job. Now, if the job ever interferes with your schooling, then you're going to have to drop the job. You're going to have to prove that you can manage both. And so they've been doing good. I'm so proud of them. Someone actually is a sophomore in college, believe it or not, although he just turned 18. He did dual enrollment. So he finished all his college courses that the state would allow him to maximize while being in high school. So he did it both and still kept the job. So I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. So yes, he is happy birthday belated to my baby. Yes. Let me see. I'm missing, oh God, it was a lot of stuff that I missed. Um Demi saying hi to everyone. Okay, Allison is saying, no, that's RN. Awesome. God give us gifts to share. Amen. He sure does. He sure does. And some of us just sit on them gifts, but we got to tap into it. We absolutely got to tap into it. Oh, Boo Pharrell. Hey, Boo. Hi. Good morning. I saw you and hubby throwing down last night, girl. Okay, y'all did that. Well, I should say he did that because he did all the cooking. Yes, he did the pasta, the chicken pasta Alfredo. And that drink, I'm still good. I just want to, I'm intrigued. I got to try it. It was oranges, apples, lime, and he did vanilla extract and cinnamon. Never had that combo before. I'm so intrigued. But yes, if y'all don't know Food for Real, please go check her out. She is awesome. She be over there cooking. She made some lemon pepper from scratch. She take the lemon peel, and she did her magic with. Listen, we have gems on these in this community. Okay, that can teach us whatever we want, man. We could definitely get together and rock it out. But check her out, Food for Real. You're not even a mod. Why don't I have you as a mod? I think because I'm just really getting into the whole making sure everybody's a mod thing. Okay. RN is saying gonna check out Delicious. You should, RN. You would love Delicious channel. As I said, everything she just be making from scratch. Man, that girl could do her thing. Um, yes, I I tried on the first one. I couldn't connect. Yeah, the first video, because a lot of his baby pictures was in there, it wouldn't allow the messages. Allison says that's right. He's so tall, and he looks like he does look like he is 6'4", no, 6'5". So I'm 5'7". My daughter is the 12-year-old, the 11-year-old. She's not 12 yet. She is 5'8". Can't believe she passed me. I really thought she was gonna stop at 5'7". But my family is really tall. On my mother's side of the family, they are really, really tall. Like my uncles, my grandfather, my grandmother, all on my mother's side of the family got it. They're just really tall. Like my grandfather used to walk and bend his back to walk in through a door, like, until he started walking with that hunk in his back because he's so tall. My uncle, the same thing, like, so I knew them kids was going to turn out to be some giants. I stopped at 5'7" though. Um, I like your method. School first. Yes, education first. That's right. Love that. College, wow. Yes, he is a sophomore in college. Right now, he's choosing between all the colleges he has applied for, has accepted him. And so right now, his top choices is Augusta State, um, then Georgia Southern, and Valdosta. We have visited all these schools. We even visit some HBCUs, and that's his top three. But all his schools have accepted him, and so now we're just seeing which one he wants to go to. I am praying he goes to Valdosta because I really love Valdosta, and it's 2 hours away. Okay, yeah. Welcome, Food for Real. Everyone is talking. Everyone is talking. I appreciate you're such a wonderful mother, a good friend, and also us. Oh, thank you, mommy. I really do appreciate that. I try to live a life that's pleasing unto God, and in order to live that life that's pleasing unto God, I have to walk in what He tells me to do as a mother, as a father, as a friend. Because of course I was gonna say as a father. I'm not a father, right? But I am, because only a father could be a father. We could try as much as we want to, but that's another story. But yes, as so just walking in what God has instructed us to be and do as individuals. And that's why I really love my channel. I'm not just saying that because it's my channel, but I do love my channel because, as I mentioned earlier, there's so many people of different faith, okay, and there's so many people of different backgrounds. But for me, of a Christian faith, I am very respectful to everyone and their faith, but I'm still going to stand on what I believe in. You know what I mean? That will never be compromised. I can show respect to an individual for who you are, but I want my channel to reflect who I am, which is a child of God, which is a child of Jesus Christ. I do serve a risen Savior. I can say that, and I know it just is like, but that's who shaped me into being who I am. So I have to stand on that. So yes, I know there's a lot of people that they don't feel comfortable in talking about, like, like religion on their channel. Or I don't do religion anyhow. Love is my religion, by the way. But faith, I have no problem talking about it because of the simple fact I won't compromise that about me. And I feel like I am at a place that I can do it respectfully. I'm at the place that I can talk about the love of Jesus and still be respectful to one's being Muslim, or be respectful to somebody that's Hindu or whatever, you know. So I think once we get to that place, because my friend group, I do have a circle that if we sit down, it's people of different faith, but yet still we can still respect one another and still show love to one another, and so that we can still coexist, you know. Yeah, so with that being said, it's just me and my channel, so that's why I love it. Yeah. A true blessing. He did oh, he did throw down, girl. He did that. Y'all are all tall. Yes, we're tall people. Now be over Food for Real channel. Yes. And she is Food for Real is in Canada. Okay. I think she's really Trini. I think Food for Real is background is Trini. Trini to the bones. Trini to the bone. I think she's Trini. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong and I sung that song, okay, I messed up. But yeah, I think she is Trini. And her husband, I think he is Jamaican. Yeah. Oh my, you have tall jeans. We have tall jeans. Thank you, RN. Yes, connect, connect, connect. Please connect to everyone. Allison is great. Allison always going shopping. Okay. I don't know. Allison, you must have like some stuff. Although sometimes she'd be like, I'm not spending no money. And yet still Allison come out with a bag. Like, wait, girl, you said you wasn't gonna spend no money. And she's getting into juicing. So check out Allison. Great supporter. Delicious. Check her out. Yes, let's take this time. Food for Real. Check her out. Um, Dammy, check her out. Yes. Oh, Dammy, I didn't make you a mod. I have to go back and make you a mod. Give me a second. I'm missing comments. Amazing. Put in that hard work. Yes, you building their credit while they're, you know, I am. Listen, these kids were able to buy their own cars at 18, right? Because what we build their credits. And it's very easy to build the kids' credits, right? My kids had credit cards before they knew they had credit cards, right? So, and as I said, we did buy some land. Um, we whatever we do is to make sure that our kids are good. When my son turned 18, my oldest son, and I told him to hook up his Credit Karma now, and he saw that 745 credit score. He was like, "What that mean?" I said, "That mean you could go ahead and buy your own car." You know, but you have to set your chip, because growing up, we didn't have those. We didn't have those insights to certain things when it comes on to like knowing like, hey, start investing in your 401k as soon as they start taking taxes out of your money. You make sure you start invest. No one taught us this stuff. These are stuff that we found out as adults, okay? And now that we know better, we're supposed to do better. They said, who know better, do better, right? So, yeah, of course, I definitely set them kids up. Definitely. And then we do like little CDs for them that they can roll over for the year. That's the one that they can put hands on, you know. And then of course we make sure that they know the difference between savings account, what's high heeling, you know. Yeah. RN. Listen, when we come from sometimes when we come from nothing, okay, and we have been exposed to now we've been exposed to all this knowledge, it would not, it would be of disservice not to really step into that and say, hey, you know, no, let's share the knowledge, right? I try to share that with everyone, that like, yes, make sure you have a 401k, make sure you have a Roth IRA. If you don't, you know, something that is doing investment, make sure that if you have kids, you're and your credit is good. Only if your credit is good. If your credit is good, leave them babies' credits alone. Okay. Don't be opening nothing in them babies' names. We can talk about those. Okay. But if your credit is good, add your kids to your credit card. You know, it's little things you can do, but yeah. Um Hello, hello. Congratulations to your kids on their achievement. Thank you, Miss Gay. Mommy, let me tell you, I'm so proud of them. Thanks, Delicious. I appreciate it. Hi, get there connecting. I love your channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I was telling somebody, Delicious, that I can't do the when I go onto people's channel, if you have a if you're not there in like being present, I find it very hard to connect, you know. So I'm a person to person. I like the interaction, the one-on-one. I do like just this whole group that we're all people and we're here talking together, and versus me watching a cup, So yeah, I do love that. And for my channel, it's always going to reflect that personable, that interaction. You will never come over here and see just a candlelight in and I'm not here. Okay, so yeah, I love your channel, sis. Yes. How we do that, RN? Oh, our Allison, Veve. How we do what? What do you mean? Wait, let me make sure. How how you build their credit while they're in college? You mean how we build the kids' credit before they even reach college? Is that the question, Allison? Because if that's the question, we can definitely help you with that. Okay, and I started off by saying one of the easiest ways to do it is if your credit is good, only if your credit is good. If your credit is good, to go ahead and add them to one of your credit cards, one of your highest credit cards that you have. If you have a credit card with $20,000 on it, just go ahead and add them to that, and make sure you're making those payments on time. Make sure you're, because that's what's important, make sure you're making those payments on time. That's a different story, how I could talk about credit cards, but maybe that's a live that we need to do, talking about how to really navigate setting our kids' future up for their credit up from a young age. Yeah, if that's the question, I think that's the question you're asking. Yeah, stand on what you believe in. Amen. Amen. And I could do it respectfully, right, for real? I could do it respectfully. Hola, Allison. Allison, I agree. We need to stand on that, Jolia. I gotta be authentic. I gotta be authentically me. Nico, if you had one message to the world, what would it be? If I had one message to the world, Nico, I love that. I would say to share love, to show love. I feel I feel that love conquers all. First Corinthians 13 shows us what love is, right? I always talk about that. Love is patient, love is kind, love is long suffering. It endure all things, believe all things. Um, and then he said, the greatest gift of all of this is love, right? And I do feel like if we can demonstrate love to everyone, okay, this world will be a better place. Because if you have love for your brother or your sister, you won't be jealous of what they're doing. If you have love for your brother and your sister, you won't try to kill that person. If you have love for your brother and your sister, there's no room for hatred. Okay, when you have hatred in your heart, that's when things start to become a problem. So one message to the world, it would be to love one another. Yes, love one another. That would be my message to the world, because I think it would change everything. There will be less division. There will be no more political parties, no, because we wouldn't need it, because we all love each other and it's all concerned about the well-being of each other. That would be my message to the world, Nico. Great question. I like that. I like that. ¿Cómo estás? I know a little. Yes, I know a little too. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Muy bien? Yeah. Me llamo Olia. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes, I respect other people's faith and decision. I do not speak politics or religion and money at work, in business. No, I don't either. I don't either. I don't speak religion, because, as I said, love is my religion. Bob Marley said it nice. Him and Peter Tosh said that. Love is my religion. I don't speak, but I do, when, like this platform that is supposed to reflect me of the reason why I started it, I would touch on it. I would touch on things that I believe in. And as I said, I'll do it respectfully. I'm not doing it to put down someone else's religion or someone else's faith. I'm not doing it to put down someone else's political views. Um, but I do want you to know where I am, okay, so that I'm true to me. And not that if you don't do it, you're not true to you, but I just feel like I can address it in a manner, in a loving manner, if that makes sense. I could still address it in a loving manner. Marina, you retracted a message. What happened? Hey, boo, what happened? You got it. Grew up in Trinidad. I knew it. Trini to the bone. I knew it, knew it. Allison is the shopper. Okay. Allison be in Bath and Body. She be in Coach. She be everywhere. Like, listen, okay. Allison is the shopper. She is the shopper. Y'all need to teach me, please. We definitely will. Yes, Allison. We got you. We got you. Like, we need to do email me after this live, okay? And so we can connect. So I can know exactly, because it's we got to figure out how to personalize it for each one, right? Um or but you can do it. Can be done. It can be done as little as, it don't matter how young them babies are. You can start setting them up from a young age. So true. No one taught us these things. We had to figure out some of these things ourselves. I had to unlearn certain traditions. I had to unlearn certain thinking, in order to set my kids up. You know, I had to unlearn certain things in order to achieve certain things. And no one taught me these things. I grew up seeing my mother struggling. When I said this lady she will work her behind off. And I thought that's the only way we can make it, is just by working. You have to work. You have to work. Yes, I know you have to work, but you also have to invest so you don't have to work as hard, you know? So it's just, it's, there's tricks out there. Nico, if you had one message to, oh, I read that. Oh gosh. I read that. Okay, so I'm watching the wrong videos on YouTube. What do you mean? Wealth is a mindset. It is hidden in it. It's hidden in plain sight. In plain sight. One thing, when they say America is the land of opportunity, I must say I do agree. I mean, although it's not it for me to live long term, there is a lot of opportunities here that we can really capitalize on as individuals, as women, as family with children. You know, we can. There's a lot of opportunities out there, and then listen, we can get into that. RNC, talk, get with her also, because she's teaching me. I mean, she's teaching me a lot of things that I know that I need to do, but she's just bringing it to the forefront to say, "Hey, get to it." You know what I mean? Oh boy, behind on the chat cuz a call came in. Girl, you okay? You okay? I know how that goes. I got some work to do. Go ahead. I appreciate you stopping by. Disclaimer, not given. Oh, disclaimer. We are not given financial advice, okay? I am not a financial advisor. We are just here just to tell you of what worked for me and for my family. Yes, thank you. Good looking, RN. How you build their credit. Yes, do that live. I will be in front row. I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. I would definitely sit down and do that. And I will let you know before I do it. Yes, that will give them excellent credit. It absolutely will, but it will only give them excellent credit if your credit is good. If you are a person that is not paying on your credit cards every month, you're carrying a high balance that is over 30% of what your your credit card balance is, that's a problem. You have to learn the tricks of playing for credit cards. Like, you know, you got to look at APR interest rate, but then you want to look at what the date of when your credit card statement is due for them to apply that interest. Okay. So it's certain things that you got to look at to make sure that you yourself is financially in a position that you can take care of your kids. You can set your kids up. And one of the things is, a lot of people, they live on credit cards, right? But if you are carrying a credit card debt, if your debt to ratio is over 30%, they say 30%. I say try to be around 25%, go under, you know? But yeah, and if you have credit, that's really good. Credit can get you a lot. Listen, America's run on credit. You know how much money America owe people? That's a different story. They running on debt, okay? And then they running on debt, okay? Amen, sister. This is a learning environment. Yeah, and each one teach one. I believe that. Each one teach one. And we just keep, you know, that's how we build communities. Work all day and night. That was my mom. My mom used to work the worst schedule, which was a 3 to 11. And so at 3 in the afternoon to 11 o'clock. So when I leave in the morning, mommy is sleeping because she wants to get her rest. And so basically, I'm just like, all right, see you later, mommy. I'm gone, right? And by the time I get home from school, she's gone because she's already at work. There's no, it's all just work. You know, you're not there to actually like spend those time, those, make those memories. And as a child, I didn't understand it. It was actually like resentful. I actually resented her for it because I'm just like you just work, work, work. And now that I'm older, of course, I know she did it because she was trying to make sure the roof was over my head. You know, we have food because we ain't beg nobody for nothing ever, you know. But at the same time, growing and seeing that, it allowed me to realize that there's a better way, you know, there's a better way. People with a, why did that just go like that? What did that do? Why did I just block out? Oh, okay. I touched something and something happened. People with a sarcastic mentality will pull you, scarcity mentality will pull you down, trying to help them. Mindset. Yes, that is true. I always believe you have to look at the people that you are surrounded by, and people that you're surround. Oh, I didn't even read it out. People with a scarcity mentality will pull you down, trying to help them. Mindset is everything. I would say this, because if you look at the people that you're surrounded by, okay, and you, if you are at the top of the list, so in your friend group, if you're at the very top, okay, and everybody in your friend group is below you need to reevaluate. Okay? You need to reevaluate. Now, if you are in a friend group that everybody, you are at the very bottom and everybody above is above you need to reevaluate. Mentality is important. Your mindset is important. You always want to be surrounded by people that either you can grow from each other. It's a quid pro quo. You know, it's a something for something. You don't want to be in a friend group that you're always the one that's depositing knowledge and you can't make no withdrawal. You don't want to be in a friend group that when it comes down to it, it's just always you. Who do you turn to? Who do you turn to? So our friend groups are important. It is important to acknowledge your circle and see where you are, because your circle can make and break you. You ever been in a circle, in a pack that's fearful? Okay, I talked about this before. I said my circle, when I said we stand on biz, although we are so small, listen, no, it ain't no fear over here, okay? We are, although I always say we are a bunch of Davids, okay, that's ready to take on any Goliath, okay? Because we will get up and we ready. We ready. Like Jamaica said, with liquor, but listen, we stay ready, okay? But if you're in a friend group that's always fearful, oh, don't do that, and everybody's talking you out of it, you will actually start to doubt yourself to step out and do certain things. You know, you want to buy a house and they talking about, oh Lord, that's too expensive. Is it? Is it really too expensive? Or you're just not setting it up that it's not that expensive? You know, it's there's little things that honestly your friend group could make and break you. That's why it's really important about who you align yourself with. Absolutely. True facts, JA. True facts, true facts. Okay. I only have one, but I hardly use it. Okay. Well, that's not a bad thing. If you have one and you hardly use it, I would even say though, if you have one credit card and you hardly use it, that's not a bad thing. But use that one credit card to buy gas at least one every month. Put your if your credit is good, Allison, put your daughter or your daughter credit name on that credit card, and you buy gas with that card every month, just once a month, okay? And then you pay for it, but the next, you make sure you pay it off the next month because it's just gas, right? You would have paid for it on your debit card, right? And that's building her credit. Something so easy is building her credit. I'm just telling you. Yeah. Not running on debt. America is running on debt. Yeah, I'm telling you, we definitely running on debt. I always wonder why so much work, not like here. People in certainly age work here only for their self. Yes, Miss Gay, I say this a lot to people when they're in Caribbean countries. They see America, people come to America and they think that they have it made. Okay, don't know that they have to work this hard, because if they don't pay that light bill, is not we can't run a wire. Okay, we can't run a wire. They're gonna cut it off. and you're going to be in darkness. If you don't pay that rent, they're going to put you on the street. You know, we have certain laws that are set up that, yeah, you could go to court and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you have to pay them bills. You know what I mean? And in America, you are literally, you're working to maintain, you're paying bills. Okay. And I said it before, you never own nothing. We bought the land, but let us don't pay the taxes 1 year on those, on that land. They're gonna come and they're gonna take the trees off the land. And if they take all the trees off, then they're gonna take the dirt off if we don't pay the land taxes. It's, you never really own nothing here. You get a car, you have to pay car insurance. You got to pay what else comes with car insurance? Registrations, all of this. Yes, it's just tag fees, all, like what? You know, so yes, mindset is everything. Yes, amen, Marina. Hell, Yolanda. Hey, sis. Hey, big sis. Amen. Their cousin is so different, and we did not see the difficulty they went through. They keep it well, and yeah, I mean, you know, I did have to unlearn certain things, food for real, because as I said, although as a child we understand as a child, and when we become adults, we put away childish things because our mentality has changed, right? And certain things that we see our parents doing when we are younger. I'm not saying that they did it all right, but they didn't do it all wrong either. You know, it's just that as a child, with the mindset of a child, you don't fully understand why is it that you're missing every PTA meeting? Why is it that we can't have one-on-one on Saturday mornings? You know, it's like as a child, and that's why it's important to really understand what our children are going through, you know, so that we can be there to make sure that we're raising healthy human beings, you know? But no, I had to unlearn a lot of things that I grew up and seeing thinking was normal, because it's not. It's not, you know. Tell them twin. Yes, Yolanda crazy. One of my parents just pulled her son out for she felt like she always working and dealing with postpart on Spotify. I understand, but I really miss him. One of my parents just pulled her son out for she felt like she's always working and dealing with postpart on Spotify. I understand, but I really miss him. Interesting, interesting. I At the end of the day, I think a parent, you know, your number one job is to make sure that you're raising healthy children, right? You're making sure that they have their essential. But a lot of parents do get lost thinking that as long as I'm providing, I'm giving you food to eat and a shelter over your head and you got clothes on your back, that's enough. But we have to think about the mentality of our child, of these young people that we're raising. And as a mother, I know it's of importance that we listen to our kids. We set stuff up in place that we are able to have those one-on-one with our children so we can see where they are, because although there's nothing new under the sun, what they're dealing with right now is on a different level. Like, you know, so I definitely feel like we have to be there. We have to make that time. It is not fair to rob our children from those one-on-one moments, you know. So yeah. Um, Good morning, Yolanda. Marina is saying good morning. Yolanda's Miss Gay is saying, hey Yolanda. Everyone is just connecting. Everyone's connecting. Marina, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Good to hear. I'm doing well. Everyone is at just connecting. Oh yes, bills has to be paid. I know that's right. If you had one message to the world, Nico, I responded to that. If I had one message to the world, what would it be? I know everyone heard it, right? DT Hope, good morning, DT Hope. Well, good to have you here, my brother. Welcome, welcome, blessings, 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 blessings. That is what I did when my husband was still in Jamaica. He was on my credit card, and by the time he arrived in Canada, he was set. Now, that's, I'm telling you, it is so many things. And then as when it's a husband and wife, it's even different. Food for real, we have a little play, because as husband and wives, okay, you don't always have to be the one to take something out in your name. You can rotate. So if I buy the car this year, okay, and we need to get something else because you already hit your credit, then the next person could do it. You get what I'm saying? Because it shows your debt to ratio. I know it's a thing that they feel like we have to be on everything together. No, we don't have to be on everything together. We can definitely take turns. So my name could be on this car, your name could be on that car, okay? Or whatever. Like, okay, your name is on this part of the land, my name is on this land that we're about to buy. It is always good to have that, because what it's showing is that debt to ratio, that income, right? So basically, if you both put your names on everything together at the same time, what you think your debt to ratio, when you come down to it, the debt to ratio is going to be a problem, right? I mean, it's so many tricks to it. When it's two, you can really play with it too. You have more of an advantage. Yep, but that's what do you do? And I filed for bankruptcy. Yes, because a lot of people of color think that bankruptcy is like a bad thing, right? Like, oh, it's so taboo in our culture. But no, I filed for bankruptcy in 2014, okay? And it was good that I did it, but then hubby could have turned back around and put my name on everything, okay? So it was like, before I know it, my credit score had boosted right back up. There are so many tricks to this. I think we are, as a people, we're the only one that really don't take advantage of everything that is out there to help us to really build that life that is of, like, stress free. Yeah, because I grew up hearing that bankruptcy is taboo. You know, taboo what? No. But DT Hope, so good to see you. Everyone is connecting, connecting. True story, Jai Legacy. Yes, that's so true, Joe. I think you should do a topic about child. I think I will. I definitely will, because parenting is so important to me. It's dear to my heart. I had to go in therapy. I still do therapy because I had so many things to unlearn. I am an advocate for therapy, but I also am an advocate for people to definitely take the time to interview your therapist. Not everybody that says God know what they're talking about, and not every therapist is meant for you. So I do say, if you are a person that is interested in therapy, to make sure you interview them, okay? Because you're paying your money, so you want to make sure it's a good fit. I interviewed my therapist to make sure. I had a whole bunch of them. I'm like, this one is not gonna work. This one is not gonna work. But yeah, you take your time to find out what works for you. And not every pastor is meant for you to go to sit down with and talk to. All right, I'm just going to let you know that too. That everybody that said they're a pastor is meant for you to sit down and tell your business to. So you're just going to have to use wisdom. But I'm an advocate for therapy because I do feel like it has helped me to be a better parent. It has helped me to heal some things, because they do say hurt people hurt people. And I was hurt on a lot of things that growing up that I just didn't understand. So of course, if you're not understanding that and you're still hurt and you're still unhealed from it, you're gonna end up hurting others also, right? So I definitely did not want to be a person that's hurting my children. I know how to apologize because we are humans, and I am human. I make mistake as a mother. I don't always get it right. And when I do get it wrong and I realize that I get it wrong, I go ahead and I will apologize to my children. A lot of parents do not know how to apologize to their children. They are human beings also that are going through certain things, and they have feelings just like we do, right? So it's like, it's just, I think I am definitely going to do that one day. I'm definitely going to do that one day. We get embarrassed because we don't know the rules when it comes to money. I know that's right. Listen, once I researched the bankruptcy, and there's different, from chapter 7 to chapter 11 to once I figured out all the different chapters and what can work for us and what could do what, listen, okay, the president has filed bankruptcy how many times, right? No, there's actual gems out there for us. I am not ashamed. I have actually helped a few people to file bankruptcy and get back on track. And I mean, they were fine, but it was just they needed a restart. They wasn't going through no financial hardship really, but sometimes you need a restart, and bankruptcy can do that. Yeah, we need this, sis, because many people of color don't know financial literacy, and I feel like we can help each other. I mean, we can, those that know can help each other. I mean, I don't know it all, but RN can help me with certain things. I can help you with certain things, you know, and then we just keep spreading the knowledge so that we can grow as a people, as a human, as a person, you know, like, you know, and be better for our children. I was having, and she makes me feel, Lord, no, 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 that one, I would have to call her out on it. I told my pastor about an issue I was having, and she makes me feel, I think you're saying small, right? Um, no, I would have to call her out on it, and then I'm finding a different place to worship. Mm-hmm. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I believe if you have aught against your brother, or they have done something to hurt you or offend you, you put your gift down and you go to that brother and you do a one-on-one to make it right. If that one-on-one don't work, and this is biblical. If this one-on-one don't work, okay, then yeah, we need to open rebuke is better than secret love. And then you keep finding somewhere else. There's no way you should have a shepherd. Our shepherds are there to protect us, okay? And yes, sometimes protection does bring a little, you know, it hurts a little bit because you need to be like, we scold our kids when they do something wrong. We don't do it because we don't love them. We love them and we scold them and we want them to grow, so we do that. But yeah, you still, in scolding them, you're still trying to restore and make them better. So if you are left feeling small, that's a no bueno. That's a no bueno. Because that means the restoration after the scolding wasn't done. Or the restoration after you have confided that in her, or he, or whoever your pastor is, that it wasn't done afterwards. Yeah, that's a problem. Yes, so true. I'm not afraid to apologize. I'm not afraid to apologize to my kids because we're humans. Society has made us parents the villains. It's so easy to make parents the villains, right? Not understanding that we are human beings too, trying to figure it out. Okay, when we are not mommies and daddies, and you know, we at the end of the day, we are human first. So yes, we make mistakes, and yes, it is nothing wrong with apologizing. Please, when you get your taxes, stop giving your money to bootleg car dealership that have lemon cars and take all your money. Facts. That's a part of it. That's a part of it. And if you have a mortgage, trick is you make sure you put at least one payment down every year. If you could do more, you do more, but you know, you got to be smart with your money. Yes. She only thinks about our money. Oh no. Oh no, she don't. Oh no. Oh no. That's a problem. I see it every year. It is so sad. Tax time, everybody get a new car. No, then mommy, I would encourage you on that topic definitely to find a different place of worship. I mean, why not? I search and search and search and search and search for a place to worship, and it was so hard to find one. When I did find one, to God be the glory, it took a long, long time. But I was not going to sit under any and anybody that was going to be like my shepherd. No, no, sir. If you're down and out as a good shepherd, they're supposed to be able to restore. If you're not getting that, that's not where you need to be at. That's what I would say. Yes, it is. Or they give it to the casino, Marina, and target you single women. Yeah. Oh God, this was a great live, guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I am actually gonna do that. I am gonna sit down and I'm gonna work up something. I need to do the parenting, and then we need to do the financial discussions, because I think we definitely, as a community, we can uplift. Iron sharpen iron, so we can definitely be there to uplift one another. I have done over an hour. Listen, no sir, I love you guys. I just looked at the clock. With that being said, y'all know I do my hour and I'm clocking out. So I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Yolanda, thank you for coming by. Marina, Delicious, RN, Food for Real. Oh, Mommy Gay, Allison. Listen, don't let me go through the list. It was everybody. I thank you, thank you, thank you so much for stopping in this morning and being with me. I hope you guys have a great, great Saturday. If you are of Christian faith, happy Easter to you guys, which, yes, he is risen, and not yet because that was Good Friday. Good Friday was yesterday, but that's another story. Have your bun and cheese if you had your bun and cheese. If you had your fish, eat up your fish, whatever, but just enjoy it. Make your life one that makes a difference amongst others. Show love to everyone, okay? Love will get you, it covers the multitude, all right? So with that being said, guys, y'all have a great Saturday. Love you guys. Love you guys. I have a client that's coming that I got to get her hair done. So I will talk with you guys later. All right? Happy Saturday. Mwah. Thank y'all for coming. Closing out. Blessings, 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 DT Hope. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Thank you.